Hi guys. Okay, I'm going to just present you with a vlog that I done when the family got struck with COVID. Now, luckily, we got through it. Um, Me personally, it was touch and go whether I had it or not. I felt the symptoms, but certainly not that my wife and the baby had it, and they were laid up, unfortunately. So this vlog is my experience with COVID. Now, one thing I've got to say is any information I give you is my own personal evaluation and my own assessment of things. Basically, if you need any experience or more knowledge on the subject, then obviously contact a doctor or a health professional. Because, as I say, I just done exactly what other people are doing on YouTube. They're following certain people who seem to know the answers, whether they're true or not. But as I said, everything I've done. So this is a disclaimer, basically, just to say, look. This is my experience alone. So anyway, no further ado, let's crack on with the first part of the vlog. Hi guys, this is not one of my normal vlogs, but I thought I'd record this just in case. I don't know what to call it. I don't call it living with COVID, or beating COVID, or will I survive the COVID? Basically, as you all know, I come to Thailand to meet my wife after 2 years because of the COVID. I couldn't get here because of COVID, and we had our restrictions back home, and couldn't get out of the country, could we? So eventually, when restrictions got sort of lifted slightly, I found a window, myself, my two brothers, to come to Thailand, and specifically to come see my wife, which I haven't seen in 2 years. And the last time I saw my baby, she was only a month old. Anyway, cut the long story short, we got here, spent the first couple of weeks up at a village, because the day that I arrived, her father passed away. He had a COVID injection about a week previously. Anyway, he died through a heart attack, apparently, although there was no autopsy. That's what the doctor said. And so we ended up spending a few weeks up there, and then coming down back to Pattaya, where I was going to look at it as a holiday and also a little break, hopefully to take him back to the UK with me in a month or two. Well, anyway, circumstances have changed slightly. We took all the precautions. As you know, to get out of the country, I had to have 2 COVID injections. I took the Pfizer ones. I think they were 3 months apart, and then eventually you had the booster as well. Anyway, I got out of the country, met up with her, and come to Pattaya. Lo and behold, she comes down with COVID. My 2 brothers, the same. Thankfully, they've had the injections. My one brother, he managed to beat it within 2 or 3 days. He was up and about, he's okay. My other brother's still, feeling the worst of wear. Now, for me, I've taken, a test. I'm still showing negative, but my wife and my little one, both positive. Now, what do I put this down to? I don't know. Why am I still negative? Why haven't I caught it? A couple of reasons, I think. Before coming, I followed a lot of advice on YouTube. Dr. Campbell, for example, and he said vitamin D beats it, vitamin C and zinc. So I've been taking that religiously. And I also read an article where a nasal spray, first offence, basically you squirt it up your nose and it kills off cold viruses. And I was told to keep taking that course with a gargle as well, which I've been doing. Unfortunately, we're living in a one-bedroom apartment, and I'm in constant contact with them all the time. So I'm just trying to beat the COVID. I'll show you the medicine now. So I'm taking high vitamin D, D3 4000. I think that's the limit you can take. So I was told that wards it off. Taking these, I read these like help your growth hormones. If you can read that. It's expensive, but I've been taking that. That seems to be helping. And of course, I've been using vitamin and zinc drink every morning. So whether these are helping me fight it off or not, I don't know. But I am exposed to it every day, every minute of the day. It's been a couple of days now since my wife, Noprat, has had it. She's young, she's only 42, she's fighting it. And the baby, well, she's coughing, and I really feel sorry for her. But she don't know what's happening, but I think she's fighting it as well. She's coughing up phlegm and don't know what to do with it too. Of course, you can't tell them to spit it out, can you? Or, she's choking on it sometimes, which is pitiful. But there we are. If I can show you a picture of Noprat, see how she is. Okay, here's the test so far. If you can quite see that. That's Noprat's. See the two lines, that's saying she got COVID. And then there's mine, saying unclear. And that was on the first day. The second day, she's still showing it. And then we're on to the fourth day now, look. And she's still showing it. So there we are. So I've done 4 tests, 3 for her, 1 for me. As I say, it's down to, I'm sure it's down to these vitamins I'm taking. Yeah. Just a baby. Still sleeping. And there's Noprat. Sorry, honey. Try not to disturb you. Try not to disturb you. Okay, guys. Right, it's day 4 now. What can I? As I said, I'm still not sure what to call this vlog. Basically, I went to bed last night feeling, I don't know whether I had a sore throat or whatever, but I done a squirt of up my nose with the spray, first offence, gargled my mouth, and I've had a bit of a restless night, to be honest with you, because the baby's coughing and choking, and Noprat, she seems all right, I think. I haven't checked on him this morning, but I'd come out on the veranda here, get a bit of fresh air. As I say, thankfully, I seem to be okay. But like living in the same proximity, in the same room, I can't get away from it. So, I'm obviously breathing in their air all the time. It's my worst nightmare, to be quite honest with you, because a friend of mine, sort of passed away with COVID, back in the UK, and a couple of other people I know who were really taken, really ill. But of course, they didn't have the vaccines then. So there is hope, I did read on the internet that I got a 17% chance of catching it, which is a bit better than I thought it might have been. I thought that this was so contagious that, that everyone sort of gets it. But a couple do survive or manage to fight it off, and some people don't catch it at all. So I'm hoping I'm in the latter category. Anyway, my ritual now, I'm just going to take my vitamin D first thing in the morning. As I said, it's only a small tablet. Apparently, vitamin D, we produce it in the sunlight anyway. You're going to have 15 minutes of sunlight, but once you get older, you don't produce the vitamin D in your body like you do. So I'm taking this as a supplement with my vitamin C. It's got zinc in it as well, which helps the immunity, your immunity, it helps the T cells you have in your body or whatever. But I'm still living in fear because, what's the other alternative? Do I move out? Where do I move? I paid in advance for the hotel. I expect a lot of you guys would probably say, get out of Dodger City, but here you are, I'm stuck here. And I've been exposed to it, so if I'm going to get it, I'm going to get it. That's the way I look at it now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll survive it. Or maybe I won't even catch it at all. So, as I say, I'll have to keep you posted on this. I'm making sort of short vlogs, and I'll put it all together, if I'm able, of course. So let's see how it goes from there. I'll show you Norbert in a minute. She's still sleeping. I can hear her coughing in the back room there, still in the room. The baby disturbed 2 or 3 times in the night. So I'll just leave them sleep as long as I can, and hopefully maybe you can get a glimpse of them now shortly when they wake up. Okay guys, it's day 5 now. As I say, I need to go to a pharmacist to get a test because I need to keep testing myself. Poor baby, look, coughing. You okay, baby? Oh, it's okay, she's actually watching a cartoon on my iPad, so try not to disturb if I can. Not bad. Is this day 5 now? Yeah, day 5. And how are you feeling now? I heard you coughing just now, and you just getting some phlegm up. Still got phlegm? That's okay. Yeah, she's coping. As I said, she's young. She's only 42. So, how old are you? 42 or 43? Oh, I'm in the doghouse now. The doghouse. Forgotten that age. Anyway, we've been together 5 years. So, as I say, we got married 2 years ago. And it's true, guys. Thai women, if you meet the right one, they are very good in the fact that they look after you and they care for you. I know it's a two-way thing. Obviously, they live in a moderate state, I should say, and a lot of Thai ladies like to meet a Westerner because they can support them, and that's basically it. It's like being married back home, isn't it? You know, how it used to be years ago when you married your wife and you'd support them. So it's the same thing, you know. It's just turning the clock back a little bit with them. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to do my ritual now. I haven't told you about this, but I'm actually asthmatic, blood pressure, and diabetic. So you see why I'm a bit concerned about the COVID. I'm on Lipnosil for my blood pressure because it's, you know, it's been quite high. Diabetic too. I've got my test kit. I'm like a walking doctor, really. You know, I just try to keep in touch with these things, you know. Am I asthmatic? Well, I take 2 pumps. I mean, that one I only use when I'm short of breath, which isn't, touch wood, isn't that often these days, because it's all under control with this steroid one that I take daily, you know, evening and in the mornings. And it's just a puff. 2 puffs. Goes down, and of course, you know, helps to strengthen the lungs. Because that's the worst thing about this COVID. It attacks the lungs, you know, apparently, and I'm very vulnerable. So you can see why I'm a bit concerned, you know, living with this COVID at the moment. I'm going to take my blood pressure now, just to see how I am and my sugar levels. I'm trying to fight the sugar diabetes by, well, basically watching what I'm eating now. I've lost a bit of weight. I think I've lost a stone or more, you know. I went on this, I've seen this holistic doctor on YouTube again. It's a marvellous thing, YouTube. And he explained, you know, go on a fasting, which would reduce, you know, your insulin tolerance, which is what it's all about. It's all about insulin tolerance. And apparently, if you fast, you start eating into the fat in your body rather than the stored fat that the insulin can't turn into energy. I know it seems complicated, but that's the way I see it. So if you lose weight, that helps, you know. Blood pressure, well, it was up the roof yesterday because I was a bit, you know, worried. My heart was racing a bit. So I'll do it now. Show you what it is. It's probably high, you know, because of obviously the stress I'm going through. But there you are. I'll try and relax. And do a reading. As I say, you know, as you get older, I'm 70 now, so you know, you do get these issues. Baby's coughing. She's not bringing a phlegm up now, though. That's good. I don't know whether that's good or bad. Right, I'm just doing the reading now, and I'm just counting down. Try to relax. Try not to talk. So they say. Pretty high, guys. Yeah, 91/154, which is pretty high. As I say, I'm sure it's the stress I'm going through. I'm going to do another reading. Try and relax. Try and calm down. still high. I reduced my heart rate to 68, but it's still 87 to 151. Yeah, I'm sure it's the stress, I'm sure. So that's something I've got to try and keep an eye on. So just going to take my my Leproso, my blood pressure tablets. Take one every morning. Whether that's helping or not, I don't know. They say take it with water, but I think any liquid will do. Okay, to my blood sugar levels now. The first thing to do is obviously get the monitor, get your strip, insert it into the monitor. Okay, so what I do, just do a little prick on the end of my finger now. I'll just get that little bit of blood coming out. Yeah. So, I'll just count that down now. I've got a chart here to tell me, you know, what the levels should be. Right, and I'm 6.7, which basically is normal. So at least I got something right. I got my sugar levels down. When I say 6.7, it's on the high end of the scale of normal, but at least it's normal, that's the main thing. So at least I got my sugar levels and my diabetes under control, so to speak. And that's basically just cutting out anything sugar, anything glucose, and also carbs, you know, so cutting out bread and pasta and all the nice things in life. But there you are. You got alternatives, of course. Hello, baby. Here's my baby. And how are you today? Are you okay, honey? How are you feeling? You coughing? No. Nope. Your mama? You come to see what I'm doing, have you? There you are. Yeah, when they're young, I mean, you know, they got a natural resistance, so they fight it all off. Beautiful little girl, isn't she? Look. Look. Say hello. Hello. She can't speak English yet. She can speak a little bit of Thai. Oh. Okay. Okay, go to your mama. Oh, you want to stay here? Oh. Go on. Oh. There you are. Yeah, so there you go. I got to try and keep fit for them. As I say, thankfully I'm not coming down with anything. I don't feel as if I am, but who knows? You know, I could be carrying it. So there's something I have to address. While I'm negative, I do all the shopping. I go out. She's staying in the room, of course, and the baby, which is a shame. So I'm going to try and pop down the chemist and get some test kits, and I'll let you know how we get on, or what the results are later on. You know, wishing us well, I hope. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, guys, good morning. Here's Not Brat, say hello. And how are you feeling today? Still sore, still coughing?
Only cough, but okay now.
Yeah? Good.
Only just cough.
Only just, sorry, the baby's playing with one of my things. My memory stick. Oh, she's a pin. So, yeah, so there you are, the babies. Right. So you're just coughing a bit, and yeah, you're feeling a bit better within yourself? Yeah, there you are then, boys. Yeah, guys, so that's one good news. I'm just going to go out and get a test kit again and do myself. But as I said, it's a worrying thing living with it, you know, but what can you do, you know, you can't do anything else. Just got to, I disinfect everything. I always wash my hands. We were wearing masks in here, but, you know, it's pointless really, you know, the amount of contact we have all the time. Oh, the baby's going to check me with a plastic. Ew. Yeah, honey. There you are. Oh, I see you've got a bit of a ruddy nose. Uh-oh. Oh, well, life goes on, doesn't it? Keep my fingers crossed. Okay, here we are. Just gone out to get tests. Let's see. I'm 5 days into this. You know, she's had it. The baby's got it. It's not worth them having a test yet. I think they probably he's probably still got the virus, but we shall see if I've contracted it yet. Although, as I said, I have seen it on YouTube. Well, I've seen it on the internet that it can take up to 14 days for it to actually come out in some cases. Right, dropping all the bits and pieces out. There's the monitor, there's the fluid and the capsule. It's more or less the same as, and there's the tester. So it's more or less the same as the NHS ones. Oh, baby fell over. Oh. Kids, hey, who'd have them? You gotta love them, though, haven't you? Right then, so what I can gather is that it's the same procedure. So what I'm going to do is place that there. Right, place the vial in there. So what we do is place the vial in there as a stand up. Okay. There's the liquid. So what I need to do is basically take that out, put the liquid in. I think these all come from the same China-based company, I think. Yeah, as I said, this costs 49 baht, which is just over £1 in British money. But the main thing is, as I say, it's more or less the same procedure. So, here we go. Horrible doing that. So into the vial. I think I'll squeeze this in now. Mix it all up. And then squeeze it out so all the droplets come out. Yeah, put that to one side. Put the top on. Now this goes into the tester. Okay, so that goes into the bottom tester there. A few drops. Okay, now I just leave that. Usually you gotta leave it about 30 minutes. You know, for it to start to work. As I say, it's going to be a bloody miracle if I don't get this COVID, because I'm right in the middle of it all, you know. And you know, they both got it. I'm just speaking to my brother now, who he's getting over it. He's still pretty rough, like he's still, you know, laying in bed. But my other brother's sort of out and about. Okay, we've got a few tests, so we'll be testing her. You know, as I say, probably later on. Let's see what happens. As I say, I feel okay within myself, so, you know, who knows? You know, I know some people sort of get COVID and they don't realise that they have it, you know. And like I said previously, I've got a 17% chance of catching it according to statistics. And I say at my age I can really do without catching it. But, you know. Right, come back in a minute. As I said, I've got to wait 30 minutes and I'll show you the test results. Okay, well, just waiting now 30 minutes and negative. I must be one of the lucky ones, that's all I can say. I mean, I'm living with it every day, and although they're getting better, I think they still got it because, you know, they both got quite a heavy sort of colds, a bit of phlegm coming up. But they, as I said, they're getting better, and thankfully, thank God, you know, negative again. But I'll keep testing because you never know. As I say, it could always come on at a later date. So anyway, thanks for watching and come back and let's see the progress of it. See you later. Okay, day 6. And Nobra's going to take a test. Going to take an antigen rapid test equipment. I say I woke up feeling okay. I've done my usual ritual, you know, my sprays up my nose and throat gargles and vitamins D, C and zinc. And now she's going to try. Right, okay, honey, what you need to do is put the liquid in there first before you do that, okay?
Kid food first.
Hang on, there should be a little attachment here. That's right, you put this in too.
Kid first.
It's in the corner.
So here.
No, in that corner, you put it, place it somewhere.
Fully kid first.
You place it in here somewhere?
Fully kid first.
Yes, put the liquid in first, yeah.
And then
Okay, then place it into the cardboard holder. No, there's a holder there, honey, look, in the corner somewhere.
here.
In one of the corners. Oh, there you go.
And then
Okay, now you can take the test, okay? Oh. Up your nose as well. Okay, now put it into the solution.
put too deep.
Yeah, swish around. Okay, Nobra's just taking her second, a test now after 6 days. She's just swabbed her throat, her nose, with the antigen rapid test kit.
It's okay.
Okay, now that's right. Now what you do is drop it into the,
Yeah.
that's it.
How many?
3 or 4 drops. Oh, you're taking the top off, have you?
Yeah.
Why'd you take the top off, honey? Why did you take the top off? There's a droplet on the top.
Oh, yeah, chocolate on the top. Sorry. This.
Yeah.
3, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I'll do it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Right. Okay, we'll see what happens now in a minute. Okay, we just had a test come back.
Uh-oh.
and it looks as though she's got rid of the virus. Well, according to this, she's now clear. What she's got is a little bit of after effects with a bit of phlegm on the chest, but it looks like the actual virus has left her body now, which is a great sign. Happy now, honey? You better now? Baby's still coughing a bit though, unfortunately. I'm sure she'll be. Yeah, I'm sure she'll be better soon. Yeah. Oh, poor love. So there, that's our 6 days. Nopra thinks it's 7 or 8 days. She thinks it's 8 days since she first contracted it. So yeah, so there's a bit of a limit there, I suppose. Oh, poor thing. Anyway, she'll get over it, I'm sure. Okay, so there you go then. As I say, I done my test yesterday, and I seem to be okay today. So, so looking at it, it might take a week, 7, 8 days for it to clear. She's feeling fine herself. Just the baby's coughing a bit now. Okay, I'll let you know over the next day or two, just in case it's lingering around. And you know, because they do say it can take up to 14 days to come out on you. So far, touch wood, I'm okay. But to say, it's been a worrying few weeks, few days, and it's my birthday today. So anyway, okay, 71 now. Okay, well anyway, thanks for watching, and as I said, I'll keep you updated, making sure that I'm still okay. It's been a bit of a lockdown coming now. Restaurants in the area in Pattaya have been ordered to either take a test on their customers, or the customers got to prove that they're COVID free. So that's going to be interesting development. Okay, see how it goes. Okay, speak later. Okay guys, there we are. It's now, well, I think it's 10 days, 11 days since, you know, we had the start of the COVID with my wife, Nopret, and just sort of give you a quick update. She's feeling much better now. The baby's stopped coughing, just a slight little tickle, I think. And me, touch wood, I'm okay. So anyway, that's the story so far. The reason I put this vlog up really is obviously to keep in contact with my subscribers, but secondly, you know, if you've got a fear about COVID, you know, and you're worried about it, maybe take a lesson from me. Don't get too worried, because you know, people do get over it, and some people don't catch it. So so you know, good news. As I say, thanks for watching, and hopefully, you know, if there are any developments, I'll probably post it anyway. But so far, touch wood, everything's great, looking good, and I'll go back to my natural vlogs, which is all about fishing. Okay, thanks for watching anyway, and all the best for the new year.